Let me tell you something that most people don't want to hear. Discipline changed my life. Not talent, not luck, not motivation. Just showing up even when I didn't feel like it. In my personal life, it helped me to heal. In my professional life, it helped me to rise. And if you're ready to stop waiting and you're ready to start becoming the best version of you, this is where it starts. Someone who is disciplined will beat someone who is motivated every day of the week. Motivation is just a mood. However, discipline is a decision. But there's a difference between turning on a video and getting motivated and making a conscious decision in your mind that you're going to go to the gym every single day. There's multiple things that are disturbing your peace. And until you can block those things, until you can say no to those things and set boundaries in place, then you're going to constantly be distracted. You should be disciplined enough to tell individuals no so that they don't impact your personal life. I became disciplined in my professional life because I showed up. And when I showed up, I just didn't show up, but I was present. I was actively present. There's a difference between showing up and being actively present. If I started something, I finished it. I didn't quit on it. I didn't back out of it. So many people find it easy to quit on things, especially in their professional career. Things get hard, things get tough. What do? They quit. But there's a difference between showing up to the job and operating and showing up to the job and adding value. You want to become disciplined? Take on the biggest project that your company has to offer. But when you work at becoming the best version of you, you will create new habits, new traits, new skills. You will formulate patterns. So if you want to change your life, don't chase motivation. Build discipline. And I promise you, you'll change your life. So what I'm going to start off with saying is, someone who is disciplined will beat someone who is motivated every day of the week. Motivation is just a mood. However, discipline is a decision. Discipline is doing what you know you should do instead of doing what you want to do. And when you're doing what you know you have to do, what you should be doing, then you're forcing yourself to make a conscious decision to basically become the best version of you. You're forcing yourself to break bad habits and to create better habits, to create good habits, to create great habits. So somebody who is disciplined will outwork somebody who is motivated constantly. Think about it like this. You can turn on a video on YouTube, on Instagram, on any social media platform, and you can get motivated. But there's a difference between turning on a video and getting motivated and making a conscious decision in your mind that you're going to go to the gym every single day and work out to become the best version of you. There's a difference in watching or listening to a video from Simon Sinek on how to basically become a better leader and be motivated to be a better leader than showing up to work every day and actually putting the stuff that you learned into play. When you show up to work every day and you put the traits that you've learned into play, into action, you're somebody who you're taking what you've learned and you're disciplining yourself to do it to basically become a better version of you. So you're not motivated, you're disciplined. You're disciplined to basically go get what you want. You're disciplined to be the best version of you. You're disciplined to make sure that nobody beats you, to basically become an unstoppable version. So discipline beats motivation every single day of the week. So I want you to understand that if you're going to become the best version of you, the only way you can do that is by becoming disciplined. With discipline, discipline helps you to build structure. Discipline allows you to build structure around your personal life. And that's how it helped me to heal in my life. Discipline helped me to start saying no to things that I said yes to before. Different individuals have certain habits and certain traits. And a lot of times those habits and traits aren't good habits or good traits. For instance, when I was young, I I started drinking at a younger age. I started drinking before the legal age to drink. Eventually, I got to the point where I didn't want to drink anymore. And what I had to do was force myself to say no. Me forcing myself to say no changed something in me. It allowed me to change to where I didn't have that problem anymore. All right. So I became disciplined to say no to things that weren't helping or adding value or benefit to my life. So if you want to heal, if you want to move forward in life, you have to become disciplined to where you can say no. You know, it's a 2-letter word, but so many people find it difficult to do. So many people find it difficult to say no to certain things that are basically harmful to them. A lot of people do things that are harmful to them because they can't say no. And their inability to say no will cause them to constantly go down this bad hole. It'll constantly cause them to go or end up in a bad situation. So for me, I was able to heal by learning how to say no. I was able to heal by setting boundaries in place. By setting boundaries in place so that I was no longer distracted. And by me no longer being distracted, I was able to keep my peace from being disturbed. There's multiple things that are disturbing your peace. And until you can block those things, until you can say no to those things and set boundaries in place, then you're going to constantly be distracted. And if you're distracted and you don't have the ability to say no, then you're showing a lack of discipline. You should be disciplined enough to tell individuals no so that they don't impact your personal life. But most people struggle to do that. Most people struggle to tell other people no because they're not disciplined, because they haven't set boundaries in place for their own personal life. So if you want to heal in your personal life, learn how to say no. If you want to heal, learn how to be disciplined. I became disciplined in my professional life because I showed up. All right. And when I showed up, I just didn't show up, but I was present. I was actively present. There's a difference between showing up and being actively present. What I mean by being actively present, you don't just show up and you're just there, but you're actually working. You're actually putting things in place. You're actually operating in the position or the realm that you're actually been placed in. So I showed up in my professional career, and because I showed up in my professional career, I began to rise. If I started something, I finished it. I didn't quit on it. I didn't back out of it. So many people find it easy to quit on things, especially in their professional career. Things get hard, things get tough. What do? They quit. They don't finish what they started. Even if what you started isn't going to be the right thing, even if it's not the right answer, the fact that you're able to finish it, the fact that you're able to go through with it shows that you're disciplined enough not to quit on something. And then if it's the wrong thing, if it's not the right answer, if it's not the right way to go, then you're able to go and do it over again and make sure that it's the right time this time or the right way this time. That was the difference between someone who wasn't disciplined and me. I decided to show up. And when I showed up, I decided to put action into place. I decided to actually just do the job. I became disciplined in my career. I became disciplined in my professional career as well. What I mean by that is I began to show up. And when I say show up, I don't just mean just show up to the job. A lot of people just show up to the job. And a lot of people just operate. But there's a difference between showing up to the job and operating and showing up to the job and adding value. I began to show up and add as much value as possible. I began to raise my hand. I began to learn new skills. I began to add value. I began to answer questions. I began to basically support others. And by doing this, I grew. By doing this, I became a person who, when I started something, I had to finish it. So many people start things, but don't finish them. So many people find it easy to quit on things. When you start something, don't quit on it. You want to become disciplined? Take on the biggest project that your company has to offer. And if you take on that project and you don't quit on it, that shows that you're disciplined. And if you can do that, you can take on that project, not quit, and become successful at it. That's just going to put you at a whole nother level of what you're willing to do. It's going to put you at a whole nother level of discipline. And something that I was able to do is I was able to stand out because of consistency, not charisma. I can tell you right now, I'm not a charismatic person, but I am a consistent person. So if you can be disciplined, you will be consistent. And consistency and discipline will help you to rise, will help you to elevate, it'll help you to grow. If you want to move forward in your professional career, if you want to become disciplined in your professional career, show up daily. And don't just show up, but when you show up, add value. When you become disciplined, you work to become the best version of you. And becoming the best version of you, it's not about perfection. It's not about being perfect. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. But when you work at becoming the best version of you, you will create new habits, new traits, new skills. You will formulate patterns. Next, you want to focus on becoming the best version of you. And becoming the best version of you doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. Becoming the best version of you isn't perfection at all. Like, there's no way that you're going to be perfect. We all will constantly make mistakes. We will all constantly grow. We will all constantly learn. So it's not about becoming the best version of you. With discipline, it helped me to become the best version of me. And with becoming the best version of me, I didn't focus on perfection because I understand and I know that that's not possible. There's no way that I'm going to be perfect. None of us will be perfect, ever. So if you're focused on becoming perfect, stop. What you want to focus on is becoming the best version of you. And becoming the best version of you, it's about creating new patterns, new habits, new traits. And in doing so, you will move forward differently. You won't live the same way that you've once lived. You will change and alter the trajectory of your life because you'll have a different path. You'll have a new path. And you with the new path and a new direction in life, it creates vision. So if you want to change your life, don't chase motivation. Build discipline. And I promise you, you'll change your life. You'll alter the direction of your life, both professionally and in your personal life. It's what I did. And I can guarantee you will also. If you stood around this long, I appreciate it. Definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you made it all the way to this end, definitely appreciate it. I would definitely appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Definitely hit the notification bell. Share this video with somebody if you found it inspirational and leave a comment. All right, later.